All right, welcome back to another J Youngblake experience. Today I have Mr. Shia. Is it Dew or Drew?
Do.
Dew. I have Mr. Shia Dew. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Hey y'all. I am Deshia. I normally go by Shia. I am 23 years old. I'm a twin. I have a twin brother. I am a promotional sales model out here. I love everything about life. I want to be the sunshine in everybody's life. So, I'm curious to see what you brought me on here for. I'm not really good at just talking about myself because I'm
We're
always
gonna we're
interested in
gonna make it
everybody
happen
else.
today. We're gonna make it happen
You
today.
can ask me questions and I'll be
Absolutely,
happy to answer them. But like
absolutely,
as far as off
sure.
the dome, yeah.
So what I do, I talk to a lot of people. I'm living in Athens now, but I'm originally from Augusta. You're currently
Okay.
in Augusta, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so this is perfect for us.
Sweet.
So tell everybody what you do right now. I know you have some modeling going on and some other things. Go ahead and tell them exactly what you do.
Yeah. So, I am a promotional sales model. I work in the wholesale fashion industry, where I first started out in this agency called Atlanta's First Agency. They book women, girls of all ages from like 18 to hell, you can be as far as like 50 if you wanted to working in this industry. But what they do is they book girls out to come and help fashion industries, fashion lines, clothing lines, push out their clothes. What we do is we build up a store from literally top to bottom, and we work 3 days, 2 days even, in places like Las Vegas, Atlanta, Dallas, Chicago, you name it.
So you've been everywhere.
Not everywhere. I haven't been
Okay.
everywhere, but I'm blessed to say I've been the places that I have been.
What's your favorite place you've been so far?
Chicago for sure. It's so beautiful out there. And the food, oh my gosh. Oh my
The
gosh.
food in Chicago. I'm guessing you're
Yeah.
talking only about the deep dish pizza.
No, I ate so much other stuff. Honestly, I had Italian out there, so good. And I had like a small, like hole in the wall kind of place. So like
Yeah.
I know they can cook out there, you know?
What'd you end up eating over there?
I had ordered, it was like family style because I went with some girls. Like we went out, we had some homemade garlic cheese bread. They made it out of like baguettes, cut
Yeah.
it. They make their own butter, literally, like char it and everything. Um, and that was like our appetizer. We had a salad. They made their own dressing, of course. From there, we ordered like a half lasagna and a
Yeah.
half chicken Alfredo.
And that's better than anything you had anywhere else.
And of course, we had to get meatballs out there too.
Yeah.
So good, so good.
It's better than any other place. Because I've been to Vegas and the food in Vegas is amazing. I'm telling you, the food in
I've
Vegas
been
is.
to Vegas. I love Vegas. I
I
just
know, but you
actually
said
came
you
from
said
there.
Chicago was the best
I mean, yeah, honestly, yeah, that I've had.
over Vegas. That's crazy. That's wild. I've
I
never
mean,
heard anybody say that before.
I've ate at Maggiano's in Vegas,
Yeah.
but that's really it. Like that's it.
Oh, okay, so you haven't really explored Vegas then.
I mean, no. I'm like a figure. When we go, we're right there on the strip. And I this past time I went for my friend's birthday, and we really didn't go too far. So like I just do the same things because I guess it's like routine, but
You're
it's
just a
always fun.
homebody. You'd rather just go where you're like comfortable.
Yeah, and known,
Yeah,
especially in a big city like that. Like I'm not a city girl at all. I love my countryside for sure. But I mean it's pretty.
yeah. So tell me a little bit how you got into the fashion slash model industry. How did that
Um,
come about?
Honestly, someone just reached out to me that I was really not close with, but I've met like a time or two.
Yeah,
We cheered together in like high school. Well, not together, against each other in high school. She reached out to me and she was like, "Hey girl, um we're friends on social media and I know you work really, really hard and you're very pretty. I would love for you to come and do a job interview with me here at Atlanta's First Agency." And I was like, "Shoot, yeah." Why not? I travel for free.
Yeah.
Like, and I get to play dress up all the time. Oh, count me in.
And tell me if I'm wrong. You're in a contest right now, right?
I am. I also work at Twin Peaks as a bartender
Yeah.
and a server. I am currently in a contest right now. I am running for Miss Twin Peaks International. Right now, we are having a contest, so if y'all wouldn't mind, I would absolutely love it if y'all went to Miss Twin Peaks 2024.com and typed in the location Augusta or my name, Shia, Shia, and put in 5 votes for me. I would really, really, really appreciate it. I have it in my mind already that I'm going to go and win this pageant, but it would mean the world for y'all to go and vote.
Now,
Voting
is this
puts
your first pageant?
no, I actually do pageants a lot. When
A
I was
lot.
growing up,
Yeah.
when I was growing up, my last pageant was in 2019, and I
Okay.
won Miss Georgia Peach State.
There you go. So tell us
Yeah,
about how you were brought up. You told me you were born and raised in Fayetteville. Is that correct?
Lafayette, Georgia. So like I
Lafayette.
wasn't born there, but like close enough.
Yeah.
Whatever. Um. So as a kid, like life was what it was. I tried to make the best out of every situation that came upon me. Growing up in that small town, it was like kind of weird because there wasn't very many people who looked like me and there wasn't very many opportunities. But everything that I did, I made sure that they were going to remember who I was. I was
Yeah.
Miss Lafayette in 2017. I was in 11th grade.
Yeah.
They told me I couldn't and I did it then. So, like, not only that, everywhere I went in the town, they knew who I was because I cheered, I played basketball, I ran track. I was on every homecoming court, I mean, I didn't win those, but it felt good
Yeah.
that, in that small town, I was very known. So I feel like that really made me today, really.
Yeah.
All my sports, all my opportunities back then, I'm looking back now knowing that all those track meets were really meets where I could network with other people. They're gonna
Yeah.
remember me for the rest of their lives if I made a mark on them. And
Yeah. Sure.
that's my goal, really. When I meet people, I want to make a mark. I want
Yeah.
to make you laugh or make you smile or say something that you're never going to forget. And you're going to be like, dang, Shia, that girl,
Absolutely. So
that girl,
you spoke up growing in a little town, small town, Lafayette or Lafayetteville?
Lafayette.
Lafayette. Okay, so you talked about growing up in a small town. Not a lot of people look like you, is what you said. So
Yeah.
speak a little bit more on that and how being a woman of color, how what struggles you went through growing up or trying to be part of something, and even going into the slash modeling industry.
Yeah. Honestly, when I was growing up in that small town, it was really the older generation and like we had those bad apples in school, but it wasn't like nothing that I couldn't fix. So when I first moved there, I was in the 6th grade.
Yeah,
Um, I was really upset because at that point, my life had been already in the
yeah,
sixth
up and
grade.
down.
Yeah. Um, and moving schools so many times just took a toll. And I just really wanted to stay in one place and I got tired of going to every new place. Oh man, I don't know if it's going to be, because we never moved in a city kind of place where there were a lot of people that looked like me. Honestly,
Yeah,
we never did. Um, and to a sense, the white people just felt like they were superior, and it was some some towns that I lived in, like prior to Lafayette, I lived in Summerville, Georgia.
yeah,
I got into a lot of fist fights with kids because they wanted to call me out of my name or because they just thought that they were better than me or that they could do something better than me. I didn't like it. I was a
Yeah,
hot head when I was a kid, but like, who wouldn't be angry at that? I feel like we've suffered enough, honey. At this point,
yeah, absolutely. So tell me how going into the industry that you're in now, have you faced any, backlash or any type of pushbacks the same way
um,
you were when you were growing up?
well, I mean, ultimately, the modeling agency when I first started, my agent told me that she actually is I wouldn't say a woman of color, but she is. Let me just say that. She's another
Yeah,
woman of color. So her opportunities are always going to be different than a white woman. So she told me too. She was like, honestly, your work ethic and your she said my work ethic is what got me here, and she said your work ethic is why I called you to come here.
yeah,
And she was like, honestly, this profile, these vendors, these people that you're going to be working for, they're going to pick you based off of what your bio says and what your picture looks like.
yeah,
And some people want those blonde hair and blue-eyed girls. Some people don't care who they have as long as you
yeah,
work hard. Or some people just prefer what they prefer.
absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, sure. So being
And
in Augusta, how long have you been in Augusta for?
I have only been here for like a year and a half.
A year and a half. What made you move to Augusta?
Um, I was in a relationship and it really didn't work out. But yeah, that's how I got brought here.
And are you enjoying it? You're at Twin Peaks right now, bartending. You enjoying your job, the atmosphere?
Honestly, the reason why I chose to stay here is because I felt like I built a little community here.
Yeah. And how was it
Yeah,
during Master Week? Did you work Masters Week this year?
I did. And last year,
How
actually.
was that?
Um, Last year was splendid. I worked at brunch and I had just started Peaks.
Yeah.
Just started. So it was sweet. It was all
Was
around
it
sweet.
busy?
And then
Busy?
this year was sweet as well. It
Was
was
it super
slow
busy?
some days, but I worked the morning and we work at Twin Peaks, so we were kind of far from the Masters golf course.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as busy in the mornings, but at nighttime, jumping. Those
Jumping.
3 nights that I worked, jumping.
So you was making good money over there
Yeah. I mean,
then.
always.
Yeah. For sure. I haven't been over to Twin Peaks in a while. Because in Augusta, obviously Hooters was super popular. John Daly go over there and whatnot. So I haven't been over there in a minute.
Yeah. You need to
But I
come
know
back.
one thing. I know one thing. Sometimes y'all chefs and the people in the back be taking forever to get my food.
Honestly, they take forever. They're
Why?
still taking
I don't
forever.
understand.
It depends on like the service of the restaurant and how fast people come in and how fast, you have to think about it. When people come into a restaurant all at once or slowly but surely, you have to think
Yeah.
about we cook every single thing to order. Nothing is like, oh, throw this in the I mean, okay, maybe broccoli. We throw that in the microwave. Cool.
Yeah.
Everything else, they gotta make it.
For sure. So we spoke on a
And
little bit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
there's like 18 girls on the floor.
Yeah.
Imagine if 3 girls get set at once with 4 tops. Four
Yeah.
times three. Come on, that's 12
I
people's
just
food they gotta make right
listen.
there.
I'm just telling. Since you weren't there, I gotta get my review. I gotta get my review. Sometimes, listen, the customer service is great, but when it comes to getting my food on time, I'll be extra hungry by the time I get it.
Honestly, yes. That's why I don't even play the radio. When y'all sit down with me, I tell y'all who I am. I ask y'all if have y'all been there before. I recommend some things. I ask y'all if y'all ready. I'll take the food and drink at the same time, get it done because I know how that kitchen operates. I don't have time to have my people waiting. I'm trying to turn and burn because I'm trying to run up a check. You hear me?
Yeah, I get you. I get
Pay the
you.
bills.
So I had a lot of people on here of color. Some of my friends, some of football players from colleges and whatnot. We've talked about many different things when it comes to America and what it is right now. Um, and we've had some really really good conversations about just why we think certain things are set differently here, right? So, what do you think the biggest difference, or maybe not the biggest difference, biggest pushback for Black America is right now? Obviously, as a colored woman, I get on this podcast to get dialogue and talk to everybody of all colors because I'm not one to shy away from it. A lot of people do because they don't want to talk about it; it's uncomfortable. But what do
Hmm.
you feel like is the biggest pushback or the biggest holdback from understanding? I guess. And I know that's a deep question, so it's going to take a little while to think about it. But I like to ask, different communities how they feel about certain things that happen here in the world we live in.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I need you to ask me that question again so
Hmm.
it can resonate
Yeah.
while I think about my answer,
Okay.
but
So,
slower.
okay, I got you.
Just
I
because
got you.
I want to give you a
Good answer.
good,
Yeah.
crystal clear
Yeah.
answer.
Absolutely. So, I talked to a lot of different people on this podcast. A lot of old teammates, football players, rappers, podcasters, just like myself, and we talked about many differences here in America, right? And how there has been differences between white and black community, and I want to know what that difference is and why are we so held back even today in 2024?
Oh, it's
Why is there
easy.
such a discrepancy? Why is there like that's my biggest take
Do you want me to just say like in general,
in
or
general.
just
Yeah.
like okay? So in
And
general, it all boils.
you can talk about your personal experiences as well, because I
Okay.
love to hear that. But I've talked to a lot of people, and I'm trying to get to the ground root of it and understand because there is a discrepancy somewhere. I don't know where it's at exactly. I don't know if it's just people playing a part or if it's the government itself trying to divide us. What do you think that big discrepancy is?
Um, I really don't care about the government. It's
Yeah,
non-existent to me. It
yeah,
all boils down to who the person is in the world, like who the person is
yeah,
that you're facing, how they're feeling that day, and how they were raised.
yeah. See, me
That's really how
personally, I have seen white people be racist and openly racist, and that's
it is.
something that
And
I
not
don't agree
even
with.
give a fuck, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And I don't agree with that whatsoever. I believe in one race, and that's the human race, and we're all brothers and sisters on the God green earth. But there
same.
are people who don't agree with me, who look like me, right? So I'm trying to really what this podcast is about is me trying to get to the root of everything, trying to learn as much as possible from different people. Obviously, we come from different backgrounds. Um, so that's the big thing for me. And like I said, I've had a ton of conversations, and I'm really trying to figure like what is the biggest discrepancy? Why are we so divided when it comes to race?
I don't know. We just want to be understood.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah,
I don't know from the other side, but what I receive is just solely like people are gonna treat you how they're gonna treat you based off how they were raised.
yeah,
And there's nothing you can really do about it. I
yeah,
mean, shit, I get buck every time, but like that's just what it is.
yeah.
Going in for a job interview, if my name is not Anna Madison or something super white and crisp, they're gonna think twice about calling me back even.
Hmm. And have you dealt with that personally? Do you have any personal experiences of that where it may have been your name, may have been your complexion, or anything that may have changed someone's perception of you?
Not necessarily my perception, but I've been taken advantage of because they know that I guess we feel like if we don't do certain things
Hmm.
that our other coworkers have to do or don't do, that we know our job's on the line. When I graduated college, for instance, my very first job was in the dental field.
Yeah,
Um, I had to do an internship at a dental office. I did like 400 hours for free. These are 400 free hours here.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, you're expecting like a job offer from multiple different places when you apply on your first job, but it doesn't always work out like that. And fortunately, they did offer me a job. So I was like, yeah, boom, bada boom, bang, pow. Yes, I'm going to take this job. I just worked here. Hopefully, I was hoping that they were going to start me out at a decent pay, like maybe 16, 17. In today's world, that's really hard to come
Yeah.
by.
Absolutely.
And this was in 2021 when I really, or no, really, yeah, 2021 when I really, really need to be making some money because COVID, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Honey, they offered me a job at $13.25. And I went to school, got a degree, gave them 400 free, free ass hours of work for her to offer me 13.25.
Yeah. And
So
what
I was
was
like,
the
that's
average pay at that time?
the average pay was like 14 to like 32. It just depend on like, experience, whatever area, whatever. Long story short, she hired me and two other women. Those two
Okay.
other women just graduated just like I did. But I didn't find out until 3 months into my job that they were making and were hired on at $2.50 more than me.
Yeah. And did they go through the same trials you did, like the 400 hours, the
They
degree?
didn't do any of that. I
Yeah.
mean, they got their degree, yes, but they didn't do an internship there.
Yeah.
So I was really struck. Like, huh? So I went in for my 90-day review and I had typed up a nice letter, because that's what you have to do. That's what everybody else would do, right? That's what
Absolutely.
everybody else in the office would do. Type up a letter describing how and why you should give me a raise, right? I did that.
Yeah.
Perfect letter, crisp. Um, the doctor told me in my face that it was disrespectful for me to be asking for a raise and that it was not her responsibility, that she makes sure that I make enough to support myself at home.
That's what the doctor
Mind
said to
you,
you directly.
correct. In my
Yeah.
90-day review,
Wow.
to my face. And the letter was polite. It was no like, I just described why I felt I deserved a raise. Because I was working everywhere in that office, anywhere they had me, anywhere. Hey, so and so sick, you can go here. Hey, so and so, you can work there today. Hey, Shy, I really need you to do this for me. Like, I did any and everything I could. I worked so hard in that office for her to literally disrespect me like that in my 90
Yeah.
day review. So I was
Yeah.
like, wow, that is absurd. But it was still COVID at the time. So I needed a job. She ended up telling me, after she told me that, she was like, I did give you a raise. You know how much that raise was?
How much?
25 cents
It's not really a race.
at all. I said,
Yeah.
oh, you really? Huh? I took a pay cut to take this job. I was working at Target before I worked in the field.
Yeah.
I was making 15.50. I took a pay cut.
So, what do you think the reasoning behind the fact that the women you were working with were getting paid more, and then again, where you asked for a raise and you were neglected of that? Why do you think that was?
What do you mean? You literally just told me the
Yeah, yeah,
reason
yeah.
why
No, that's what I'm
I
saying. Like, do you? That's what you think? You think exactly what you thought
No,
it
that's
was? That was
exactly
it.
what it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
It was two white women, young women, around the same age as me, no experience, just like me, just graduated, just like me. They
Yeah.
had to do 400 hours, but not in her office.
Yeah.
If anything, I should have been making the most out of everybody because I trained in
Absolutely.
your office. I'm doing everything your way, how you want it done.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. No,
So,
that's crazy. the thing is I'm glad actually you shared that. No, that's dope. I'm glad you came up and told us that because I'm sure that's not something you want to. Actually, it probably is something you do want to tell. That way, more people are more mindful of that for sure. Um, things like that. See, I don't understand that. Whenever you're looking at an applicant, whenever you're looking at someone to work for you, I think you should look for who is most desirable, who is most what's the word, ready, capable for the job.
Hold on. You said desirable. This right here in my hand, this says desire.
There you go.
Because everything that I want, I'm gonna get it with my right hand because I desire it and it's
Absolutely,
mine and I want it.
for sure. Yeah. No, and
Man,
that's crazy. That's crazy. That's that's not something that we should be dealing with in 2024 or 2021 whenever that happened.
even not even then. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
for
was in
sure.
2021, but
We
still.
shouldn't be dealing. I'm be honest. We shouldn't be dealing with any type of stuff. And my entire like perception on that. And I think it's just old stuff, man. I'll be honest with you. I think it's just old stuff from people who are caught in their ways. But my opinion on the whole thing is like I think most people, and you can disagree with me if you feel this way. I feel like most people are accepting and understanding of other people's lifestyles, at least based on who I've talked to. Especially me being raised how I was raised. I was taught respect anybody, no matter color. I don't care if you're purple, blue, green. That's how I was raised.
Janitor, CEO, it don't
Exactly.
matter. Treat everybody how you want to be
I'll even
treated no
treat
matter what.
yeah, I'll treat the janitor better than the CEO because they put in a day's work and nobody wants to do that job. And the thing is, it's just crazy to me. I hear a lot of these stories, and it's just mind-boggling to me because I would never, if I was a CEO, if I was looking for someone who was applying for a job, I would never want someone based on what they look like. I would want someone who was capable and who was able to do the job at the best point. So
Right.
this is why I have podcasts like this so I can listen to other people's experiences and other people can listen too. We got about 1,500 to 2,500 listeners depending on the month. So what you just said will probably resonate with a lot of folks. You know what I mean? So I'm glad
Yeah.
you brought that to the table for sure. I don't know where the problem is. I think it's people stuck in their ways. Me personally,
Honestly.
that's I just can't do that. We're like I said at the beginning, like we're all there's one race and it's the human race and it's all under God's green earth and that's how I see it. That's
And
how I
that's
was raised.
all.
That's what I know. And I don't know if you know this. I'm about to hit you with
So
some
many
facts
good
real quick.
people, literally. Like,
I'm about to hit you with some facts real quick, okay? So your skin color is based on how close your ancestors were to the equator. Because you had to endure the most sun. So obviously, the people who were up north, Antarctica, were white as snow, and the people
mhm,
at the equator were dark because they had to have the melanin in their skin, or they would get sunburnt every day when they went outside.
mhm.
So the fact that we're basing an entire agenda, an entire ideology on skin color makes no sense to me. Zero sense. Zero sense. And I can respect you as a woman. I can respect you as a black woman. I can respect you as you are because you're a human being just like me. We both bleed red. We both bleed red.
What's inside is all that matters, literally.
Exactly.
And what you show
Exactly.
to other people, what you show to other people and what people receive from you is all that matters. Like
Yeah.
your aura, all that.
So do you believe in that? Does people actually give off auras? Is that a real thing? I just heard this on Twitter. I'm trying to catch up.
Honestly,
I'm only 23 and I'm already trying to catch up. Like, is this a real thing?
honestly, I'm the kind of person to feel when something feels really genuine, like,
Mhm.
oh, wow, that was so nice. Or, it meant nothing to them, but it meant the world to somebody else.
Yeah.
I peep that from other people. And then when people just come in always so happy and bright and it just shows on their face, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I gravitate off that. Those are the kind of people I love to be around. That's the kind of person I feel like I want to be for everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. See, I just started hearing this. It was like they were talking about some NBA player. I think it was like Kyrie Irving or something. He's like, "Oh yeah, he gives off such a good aura," and I'm like, "What? What is?" Is this a new thing already? Like I'm
I
already
mean, like,
off.
or I guess is like another word for like vibe, but
Yeah,
like
I guess. Because I
that's it.
just I just I just saw that maybe a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, this is a new trend. Like, what aura do I give off? Is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, what is this?
Right.
So I don't know, but yeah, no, I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you gave a point on that because a lot of people can resonate with that. So that's dope. I'm glad you brought that up. And like I said, I refute any type of behavior like that. I think it's sick. The fact that we're still stuck in that kind of way in 2024 is also pretty sick because it's like it's 2024. What are we doing? You know what I mean?
What the are we doing here,
Because
man? Like,
like
I figured
someone I
it out.
looked up to when I was growing up was Kobe Bryant, and I never saw him as a black man. I saw him as someone who was a baller and someone who I wanted to be like. Another one was
Exactly.
Mike Vick. I remember playing Mike Vick on NCAA or not NCAA on Madden when I was a kid, and I was like, I want to be like Mike Vick. You know what I mean? So it's confusing for me. It's confusing, and I don't understand it whatsoever. And the fact that I'm able to get a perception from the other side is dope as well. So I'm glad you're actually on here giving this perception as well. That's dope.
Yeah, no problem. I'm
Yeah,
glad you're having me on here.
yeah, for sure. So, and this is your first podcast doing. That's sick too. I
Yeah,
love that.
I'm so nervous. I know everybody can tell too, but
No, so
here
I
now.
don't know. So, listen. I was thinking about putting this on video and audio. I'll let you
Okay.
decide. This will be the first one I do video and audio. If you want to do just audio, that's completely fine. That's cool. But from here on out, I will be doing video and audio. People have been asking that for a while. So that's something I probably will do in the future. If not this time, it's all up to you. Like I said, I'm not gonna pick and choose, but from now on, after this episode, I will definitely be doing video and audio.
We need to just do another episode so
Yeah.
I can like be more ready, I guess. See, I can't even
Once
figure
you
out what I
win,
want
right?
to
Once you
say.
win the contest.
Yeah. When I win Miss Twin Peaks
Exactly.
2024,
When is
Miss Twin
that
Peaks
supposed to be done?
Intermar blah, 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 blah. You caught me off guard. Hold on.
I'm gonna vote,
June the
obviously.
11th.
Okay, I'm gonna vote,
Please have
but
everybody vote.
I don't know who
Please
for yet.
vote.
I don't know who I'm gonna vote for yet.
Me. What do you mean?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You have
But
to vote
yeah,
for me.
so
It's in Augusta.
you're right. You're right. I haven't been over there in a while. I only go to visit now. I'm working over here at Mercedes in Athens. So I don't. I only go to visit family and stuff.
I'm trying to think if there's a Athens Twin Peaks. Is there Athens out
No,
there?
we ain't got one out here.
Damn. See, I'm
And maybe in
confused.
Alpharetta.
Probably.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't
know.
have one out here. We don't have one at all. But yeah, that perception is dope. What I like to ask a lot of my interviewers, what are some of the music you listening to right now? Because I just did a couple jam sessions. They took them down on Spotify because copyright reasons. I knew that was gonna happen. But what's some music you listening to right now?
Honestly, sorry. Hold on. I'm hungry. Okay,
You
shoot.
good?
Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm the type of person to pick like 5 to 10 songs, and I will listen to them for a week straight and move on to a whole nother 10. Like
I can't do that. I can't
I
do
don't
that. I
know
need
why,
something new.
but it's
I need something
always
new.
brand new. It's new music every time. I want to
I know, but I
learn
need something new.
everything that I get though. Like I don't just listen to music to listen to music. I listen to music because I actually enjoy it. I
Yeah.
dissect it. I listen to the beat. I listen to what they're saying. I
Okay.
watch the music videos. Like
So
I be like, oh
what's your take on the whole Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef?
honestly, I'm not there
BBL
yet.
Drizzy.
I wait until all the shit dies down so I can have my own perception. Like
Yeah.
it's still kind of hype, but I'm not gonna hold you. I did just peep yesterday on my Apple Music that they have it on my little for you suggestion
Yeah.
thing, whatever. I've only listened to Kendrick Lamar though.
Which song?
Euphoria. That one song, Euphoria. And I don't even think that's about him, is it?
It's about Drake. Yeah, it is. You behind. You way behind. That was a month ago.
I literally just got on it because this shit is still so hype. I don't like
It is.
to I
You
wait so I can have my own perception. I don't even get on Twitter and read what they be saying. Like if I get on Twitter type shit, I can get on type what I need to type, get off, or I'll get on scroll. If I see some stuff, I'll peep, but I'm not reading too far into it. I'm not reading the comments, see what everybody else got to say because I want to have my own opinions about
yeah.
what they say back and forth.
The only reason I get on Twitter is to laugh. That's it. Because people have so many different opinions. It's so funny. But do you want me to give you a little insider info, or you want to listen
Might
to
as
it yourself?
well, yeah, because now you
Okay.
can give me inspiration to go and
Okay.
listen to that shit and
So
actually do it.
obviously Kendrick came out with "Like That" with Future and Metro Boomin. You remember that
Yeah,
song?
yeah, that's my shit.
Came out
I
with
love.
that. Yeah, that's it, right? So then Drake came out with "Push Ups." He's basically telling Kendrick Lamar he's short. That's all he said. He said Kendrick Lamar is short, and he told Metro Boomin just you need to just shut up and make beats. That's what he told Metro Boomin basically.
Yeah,
And then
I stick to
let me
both
see.
of those.
And then next, Kendrick came out with Euphoria. He came at Drake's whole like everything on Drake.
Yeah,
He
hell
and he,
yeah.
he basically warned him like, "Hey, don't come back at me, or it's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get nasty."
Why was I finna just say that? I was finna say,
Yeah,
have you heard that? It's gonna get dirty. It's gonna get
yeah.
nasty. That's it right
And
there.
then
Because
my timeline's probably all messed up. But then Family Matters came out. Drake said that Kendrick basically beats his wife because she's taller than him.
hmm
And then Kendrick came out with two other songs. It's called Meet the Grams, and it came out with Not Like Us. On Meet the Grams, he calls Drake a pedophile and told everybody to keep their sisters and kids away from him. And then on Not Like Us, it's like a West Coast bop where he's just calling Drake a pedophile the entire time.
yeah,
And I know you've heard Not Like Us because it's literally in all
yeah,
the clubs. It's played
hmm
everywhere. Even
yeah, hell yeah.
NBA was playing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to hear it, but am I listening though?
Fair enough.
Hello. Like I said, I like to listen. I dissect everything, the beat, what they saying, like all that shit. Like I'm like, hold on, I gotta rewind 15 seconds. He said da 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 da, da. And then he said, oh shit, da 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 da, like type shit. That's what I be on. I don't
So,
just like music to listen. I mean,
do you only listen to new music, or are you into old music too?
love an old jam.
Like what? Give me an example.
I love Lauryn Hill.
Okay. You saw they just
Love,
named her album, "The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill," #1. I love that.
yeah, and
Love
her
that. I
amazing.
love Lauryn Hill.
Me too. I love Lauryn Hill. I like Luther Vandross.
Ooh,
I
okay.
like all that, all that,
Al
all
Green,
that. Al Green, all that.
Louis
And,
Armstrong,
okay, Willie Armstrong, all that.
Marvin Gaye.
Hello. What you know about some Marvin Gaye?
What you know about Marvin Gaye?
Mhm.
I got
Not
Marvin
much.
Gaye on vinyl right now.
Period. I
Yeah.
want a freaking vinyl and a record thing so bad.
I have it for
I
sure.
just had to
I
start
got
over
all
in
three.
my house, so
One of my favorites is James Brown. He kills it every time.
of course, right here from home.
Augusta, exactly. Yeah, that's not your home, but yeah, you can
Well, not
accept.
mine. Your home. You're
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
It's my home now.
How long do you
Mm,
plan on staying in Augusta?
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
You don't have any plans coming up?
Honestly, after the breakup and everything, which was almost a year ago,
Yeah.
having a party, if y'all want to know, for my 1 year free. We in the streets, okay? Long story short, but like I haven't been, I'm still healing, so I'm still trying to figure out, re-navigate. We really kind of grew up together, so
Yeah.
all of my visions and dreams were just built around him, and now I'm really doing everything that I want for me,
Yeah.
everything.
That's how you
So
should do.
I do have some plans and long-term goals, but I have no like timelines at
Yeah.
all. I'll just let God do what He does.
That's right. Absolutely. So what I do on most of my podcasts near in the end, I'm gonna ask you to get some positive vibes to the people out there, get some positive inspiration, advice. What can you give to the people to make everything positive for them on this podcast?
Um, y'all, first and foremost, I just want y'all to say you can do anything with God on your side. Okay, He hears y'all. He does. He's on time God for sure. not when you want them, but an on time God, okay? And don't ever let nobody tell you you can't do something or do and use that as fuel for your fire. Honestly, that's what
Got
I
it
did.
all the time.
And never let nobody tell you you can't do something. Use that as fuel for your fire.
Absolutely.
Every day is a chance to do exactly what the hell you want to do and do it the best because you never know when you're going to get an opportunity of a lifetime. Just being your absolute best. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got to
And for
say for y'all.
people who want to be like you, who want to be fashion models, who want to be signed to a company, who want to be as pretty as you, what do you have to say to them?
Well, as pretty as me, just pray. I don't know. I don't know. God gave me this. My mama and daddy, no, I'm just playing. They both did their little thing in the bedroom. So, and God put his little sprinkle on me. um, and like as far as the modeling thing, guys, you can go to Atlanta's First Agency. They have their applications set up. They always set up hiring events. Dallas, Georgia. Hell, they got New York. They have a Chicago branch. Soon they're gonna have an Alabama branch. Like, you guys go there. I think it's Atlanta First Agency. It's literally Atlanta First Agency. One whole word on Instagram. And in their bio they have their applications.
Perfect. And drop your drop where they need to vote at. Where we voting?
Oh yeah, guys. Y'all need to vote on www.misstwinpeaks2024.com. And then when you get there, fill out all your information, email. Check the box if you want emails. Don't check the box if you don't. Search me by my name, Shia, Shia, and submit 5 votes for me. If you have more than one email, you can use it, okay? That's more than 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. That's 2 emails. 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 15. That's 3 emails. Come on, y'all. I know somebody got 3 emails. I know I got an iCloud, a Gmail, and a Yahoo. That's 3 right there.
Perfect. I'll
Please
be
go out
voting.
and vote for me,
I'll
y'all.
I'll be voting. I appreciate you coming on today. This is Shia. Y'all vote for her. Go to her. What's your Instagram tag?
Oh yeah, my Instagram is Deshia Deshia and 1 underscore.
Perfect. Y'all go
Go
to her
follow me, y'all.
Instagram. Are you on Facebook too?
Facebook is my first name Deshia, last name Dew Dew.
Perfect. Y'all go vote for her. I'll be voting. Deshai, I appreciate you being on. Hopefully, we can get you on again after you win a little contest. I appreciate you being on. Do you have anything else to say to the people?
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed my time here with you. Can't wait to do another one. And yes, guys, please do not forget to go and vote. If you can't find the link or what I said by me saying it, I have a link in my bio on Facebook. I have a link in my bio on Instagram. And 9 times out of 10, there's a story or a picture posted with the link. Click it. Thank you.
And I'll be tagging her on and tomorrow morning about 10 a.m. I'll be tagging her on my Instagram. Y'all go to her page, like, vote, follow, whatever you need to do. Deshai, I appreciate you being on. We'll have you on again.
Thank you.
You're welcome.